feel like I should be running up the steps of the Philadelphia Museum of Art. Anyway, that 1976 reference is less important than this. A money update on the Boeing Dreamliner's battery fiasco. The 787s have been grounded due to the lithium-ion batteries catching fire. Word is Boeing has a plan to fix those batteries, and company officials are going to meet with the FAA Friday. Will this get the Dreamliner back in the air, and are you willing to get on board? Peter Goelz is a former NTSB managing director, and he's been following the story with us from day one. Thank you for joining us. I should point out today that Boeing stock actually closed up on a day when a lot of stocks took a hit, $74.78. But this proposal that Boeing may bring to the FAA, is it sufficient to once and for all settle this problem?
Well, it's going to be a proposal that's going to be vetted for some time in the air. They're going to have to test it out. But I think it's going to, on a physical level, it's going to focus on two things. First, it's going to focus on the battery. What really was disturbing about the incident in Boston was that the fire, the problem, propagated from one cell, and there were 8 in the battery.
They call that a runaway issue. A runaway issue, which Boeing, when they got this plane certified, said would not happen, right? Would
not occur. That was the problem that they've really zeroed in on. And I think where they're going to head is some sort of barrier, a fireproof barrier between the different cells, so that if one goes, it is not going to propagate to all 8 or even to the ones adjacent.
So why didn't they do that from the beginning? And why should I trust Boeing, a company I love? I was in Washington this last weekend taking pictures of the 1938 Stratoliner at the Air and Space Museum. But why should we believe this is the solution? They were wrong the first time around, it would appear.
Well, they're going to test this one as extensively as they can. The second thing they're going to do is strengthen the containment that the battery is located in. Again, it had been designed, they thought, to contain whatever fire, whatever problem could occur in the battery. It did not in the Boston case, and they're going to strengthen that extensively so that no fumes, no flames can exit the container.
In fact, part of this is a two-part solution, more fire-resistant box and then a venting system in case there should be a fire to get the smoke out of the plane instead of into the passenger cabin, right?
Right. And then that's correct. And then the third part is, and this is where they still got work to do, they've got to figure out what the root cause of not only the Boston event, but the ANA event in Japan. What happened?
So that's the part that, whether I'm a shareholder of Boeing or happy to be a customer on several of their aircraft, when do I feel confident if they don't know what caused it? There's the report out of Japan that it's a faulty wiring with the battery, but that may not be accurate, right?
Well, I haven't heard anyone signing off on it on this side of the ocean, so I'd say the jury's still out on that.
So what's the future for Boeing? I mean, this is a major company.
Well, you've put your finger on it. Aviation safety abhors a vacuum. The French worked for 4 years to find the black boxes from their A350 that crashed in the South Atlantic. They had to find out what happened. This is the same sort of thing. We are going to have to find out what set these batteries off. And I think they'll do it, but it's going to take a little more time.
Very quickly, does the threatened strike by almost 25,000 engineers and technicians at Boeing threaten the Dreamliner program?
I don't think it threatens the program, but boy, these guys couldn't pick a better time to try and leverage the company, could they?
Timing is everything. All right, Mr. Goelz, appreciate your being here with us on Money. You have a great evening.
Thank you, Adam.